Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Andrew Patnold. Before I begin, I want to correct myself from the last video I made. Apparently, Donald Trump never actually made the shithole comments. That was another lie from the lying mainstream media. So I do apologize for messing that up. And no, he did not make those comments. So without further ado, let me go ahead and actually get to the real story. Again, I apologize. That was my mistake. I should have fact checked that. So, anyways, here's a story. This is coming out of California, breaking on Drudge Report tonight, and this is apparently another nail in the coffin of the pedo ring that has been running roughshod all over this country and the world, and the world for that matter, within the past 50, 60 years or whatever. You have 13 captive siblings, some chained to beds, rescued from Paris house, parents arrested. This is coming out of PE.com. Again, Drudge link to this. So this is a very, very interesting story, very disturbing story. Let me go ahead and read some of this for you. In a discovery that has stunned both authorities and neighbors in a suburban Riverside County neighborhood, 13 brothers and sisters who appeared to have been held captive by their parents in a Paris house were found early Sunday, January 14th, after one of them escaped and called 911. Some of them were chained and padlocked to their beds inside the dark and foul-smelling house in the 100 block of Muir Woods Road, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department said. The parents were unable to immediately provide a logical reason why their children were restrained in that manner, sheriff's officials said in a news release. Probably perhaps because those weren't actually their children. These are alleged parents, and those allegedly were their children. We don't know if that is indeed a fact, that there were actually, that these were even real parents to begin with. But let me go ahead and move on a little further. It gets a little bit more disturbing. Let me go ahead and continue. The victims appeared dirty and malnourished, and were so emaciated. I apologize for that. It's currently it's 1:07 in the morning, so I apologize if my pronunciation isn't very good. And were so emaciated that deputies were shocked to discover that while all looked like children, they actually ranged in age from 2 to 29. Six of them were minors, and seven were 18 or older. David Allen Turbin, 57, and Luis Ann Turbin, 49, were each arrested on suspicion of 9 counts of torture and 10 counts of child endangerment, online jail records show. Bail was set at $9 million each. Neither suspect has a documented criminal record, and Riverside County Superior Court records show. Let me go ahead and just skip a line here. David Turbin also was listed in California Department of Education records as principal of a private school with the same address as their house. While it's not clear that the school's 6 enrolled students as of last year were the Turbin's own children, parents who intend to homeschool their children are required to file a private school affidavit according to the State Department of Education website. Neighbors Cincy and Ricardo Ross expressed disbelief Monday afternoon at the situation on Muir Woods Road. The couple has lived nearby for more than 2 years. It's very shocking, Ricardo Ross said, very devastating. Again, I apologize for my pronunciation. I apologize for my lack of reading ability for how late it is right now. We're, of course, getting ready for another snowstorm in the Northeast, so anyways, going back to this article, an escape and plea for help. This is just detailing the fact that you had a young woman who escaped the parents' home, went to authorities, and like I said, I highly doubt that these people really were her parents. I highly doubt that. This was definitely an alleged pedo ring that was just busted. So another pedo ring that was busted. Two people were arrested. And that is as disturbing of a story as this is, at least something is being done about it. And I bet you, if I'm a betting man, I bet you that this will continue to lead to even more arrests. Now, let me just expunge upon this a little more. You know what I mean? This is also a result of, again, having a different president in office. A president, again, I understand the criticisms of Donald Trump. Trust me, I get it. I understand it. But if you had someone like Clinton in office, you're not going to read any of these stories. These stories would never come out. No arrest of this kind would ever have been made. Or perhaps maybe it would have been made, but it would have been kept under the radar because this is something that the mainstream news will not cover one bit, one iota, because the mainstream news, excuse me, the mainstream news has been the one covering up for the Clinton sex crime syndicate. They've been covering up for Clinton. They've been covering up the massive pedo rings that have been ongoing in Washington as well as in California and the rest of the world. Now, another thing to mention as well is the Clinton Foundation has been found trying to smuggle children out of Haiti, you know, to be sold in the child sex ring. So this is just part of the cog. This is part of the cog, and a lot more is about to come out. So again, thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you to all the good guys that are out, uh, you know, doing the hard work, trying to go out and bust these criminals, and thank freaking God that it looks like this country is starting to turn. The tide is starting to turn. So take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.